Hello everyone. Semester 1 student subject, our subject name is microeconomics. So we are going to start unit number 2, that is theory of demand and supply. So our syllabus includes, in microeconomics, syllabus includes, there are mainly 4 units. Unit number 1, definition of economics. So in which you have to prepare classical definition, neoclassical definition, means wealth definition, welfare definition, scarcity definitions of the economics. Scarcity means, here is, what do you mean by scarcity? Scarcity, scarce means limited resources. There will be a needs and wants of the human beings are unlimited, but here is the resources are limited, scarce in nature. So here is scarcity definition. So you have to prepare three definition: classical definition, neoclassical definition, and scarcity definition. You already learn in 12th standard. Then nature and scope of the economics and concept of economic activity and non-economic activity. What do you mean by economic activity and what do you mean by non-economic activity? In economic activity, the main objective is to earning a maximum profit, or you can say income. Non-economic activity means, for example, social welfare activity, provide free of education, provide free of medical healthcare facility. So it will be considered as a non-economic activity. For example, when doctor provide treatments for their own son or daughter, then it will be considered as a non-economic activity. So unit 1, definition of economics. Unit 2, you have to prepare theory of demand and supply. What do you mean by demand and what do you mean by supply? So here is, we discuss in detail in today's lecture, demand and supply. So meaning, factor affecting of demand, law of demand. Law of demand means when price of the product increase, demand of the product will be reduced. Then when price reduce, demand will increase. Then exceptions. Exceptions means there are certain things where law of demand is not applicable. For example, rare articles like gold, silver, jewelries. Whenever price of gold is increased, then also each and every person wants to prefer to purchase more and more gold. Why? Because it is considered as a status symbol. Then meaning and factor affecting supply, law of supply. Then elasticity of demand. Elasticity of demand means change in demand. There are various factors affecting demand. When price of the product will change, then also demand will change. When income of the consumer will change, then also demand will change. If there will be a taste and preference of the consumer will change, then also demand will change. So there are various factors. Then types, factor affecting elasticity, practical significance. Then unit 3, that is utility. So in which total utility, marginal utility, law of diminishing marginal utility. What do you mean by utility? So utility means usefulness. For example, here is, there are various types of utility: form utility, place utility, time utility. So it is, utility means usefulness. Whenever you purchase any product, then how much satisfaction you will obtain, that will be considered as a utility. So law of diminishing marginal utility. For example, law of diminishing marginal. Diminishing means reducing. Diminishing means reducing. For example, if you are hungry, and if you, for example, here is, if you consume first apple, then it will provide maximum satisfaction. If you are if you are hungry, and if, for example, if you consume it first apple, then it will provide maximum satisfaction. Then after your need satisfied, second apple, third apple, fourth apple, there your utility, usefulness, satisfaction level will be reducing, diminishing. Then law of equi-marginal utility. Then unit 4, market structure. Market is a place where buyer and seller meet together, and buying and selling activity taken place. So meaning and classification of market features. So you have to prepare for market structure, that is perfect competition, monopoly, oligopoly and monopolistic competition. So 4 unit you have to prepare in semester 1. So in semester 1 you have to study only microeconomics, and semester 2 you have to study macroeconomics. So what is the difference between microeconomics and macroeconomics? So in microeconomics, it is the study of particular individual firm or company. Then macroeconomics related with whole country situation. For example, here is in macroeconomics you have to study the what is the GDP, national income, per capita income, populations, that type of problem which can be covered in the macroeconomics. So here is in microeconomics. So economics generally related with economical activity. There are two type of activity: economical activity and non-economic activity. So economic subject specially consider the economic activity which is related with money, or you can say funds. So here is generally we start from the unit number 2, that is demand and supply. So what do you mean by demand and what do you mean by supply? So let's start with the very first one, that is demand. So in ordinary sense the term demand is taken to mean desire for things, but in economics mere desire for thing does not constitute demand. Generally in ordinary sense means in normal language, if you have any kind of desireness, willingness, then it will be considered as a demand. But in economics demand include 3 things. First one, keep in mind, desire for the commodity. Desire means willingness, that you have a think about the product. So desireness of the commodity, willingness to pay its price. Willingness means you have a desireness to pay its price, current price. Some, for example, some person have a lots of money, but they don't have any kind of willingness to pay the current market price. Then ability to pay. Ability to pay means capacity in terms of money, purchasing power, capacity. Ability means capacity in terms of money. So ability to pay, the person should have the necessary and adequate purchasing power. So here is demand. uh, we are going to start from the unit number 2, that is demand and supply. So here is demand means generally whenever price of the product increase, demand will decrease, and whenever price of the product reduce, demand will increase. That is the law of demand. So generally in normal language, if you have any kind of desireness, willingness, then it will be known as demand. But in economics, only desireness will not constitute as a demand. Generally in economics, demand include compulsory 3 things. First one, desireness of the product, then you have a willingness to pay its price, and ability to pay. Ability means capacity to pay in terms of money. Then, so our first question, that is determinants of demand or factor affecting demand. This chapter you had learned in generally 12th standard or 11th standard. So here is determinants of demand or factor affecting demand. There are various factors affecting demand. First one, that is price. So when there will be a demand will change if this factor will change. So whenever price of the product will change, demand will also change. So it is price is the most important factor which influences the demand. So whenever price of the product change, then demand situation is also change. For example, when price of, for example, edible oil increase, there are various types of substitute products are available in market. Substitute products means, for example, tea or coffee, then Pepsi and Coca-Cola, then various types of bath soap. So there are various substitute products. For example, when price of tea is increase, then you have to purchase less tea and you have to consume more coffee. So price is the most important factor which influence the demand. There is price which affect the demand, influence on the demand. If the price of commodity increase, then its demand decrease. Commodity means any kind of product. So whenever price of the product is increased, demand of the product will reduce. So for example, if price of tea in market increase, then people will buy less tea. So whenever price of tea increase, then you have to purchase less tea and have to focus more on their substitute product, that is coffee. So if the price of commodity decrease, then demand increase. For example, if price of tea in market decrease, then people will buy more tea. Hence price play vital role. So generally price is the most important factor which affect the demand situations. Play vital role means important role in affecting demand, influencing on demand. So you have to just keep in mind, when price of the product will change, then demand of the product will change. So here is, there are various, for example, there are Pepsi and Coca-Cola, both are considered as a substitute product. Whenever price of Pepsi is increased, you have to purchase less Pepsi and more focus on Coca-Cola. So here is price. When price, you have to just keep in mind, when price of the product will change, demand will also change. Then second one, income. So here is first one, second one, income of the consumer. If your income will change, then also demand will change. You have to write factor affecting demand. Factor, or you can say determinants. So here is, there are various factors. First one, price. If price will change, demand will also change. Second one, that is income. So income of the consumer. If your income will change, it means your demand situation will change. For example, generally there are three classes in society: rich class, middle class and poor class. So here is income of the consumer. There are different classes of people living in our society which differs in their income. For example, rich class of people are having more money to spend on different commodities. So rich class people purchase goods at any price. So but poor or middle class people cannot purchase goods at higher price. So middle class always buys commodity at affordable price, and poor class of people buys commodity. Commodity means product which are very cheaper. So generally rich class people can able to purchase goods at high price, but poor class people and middle class people cannot purchase good at the higher price. So demand change when the income of the consumer will change. So here is, there are factor. First one is price. If price of product will change, then demand is changed. Then second one, income of the consumer. So demand change when income of people increase, and it would be the condition to buy more commodities. When person's income increase, then generally buy qualitative and expensive things as compared to middle class and poor class. So as we know, if your income will increase, if your income will increase, then you can demand more and more luxurious, branded, expensive goods. So here is, you have to just keep in mind, if your income will change, then your demand will change. If your income less, then you only prefer necessities of life. There are three necessities, primary basic necessities, that is food, shelter and cloth. If your income is limited, then you only prefer to satisfy your basic needs, primary needs. But if your income will increase, then you can demand more and more branded, luxurious goods, expensive goods. So income of the consumer will also affect the demand of the product. Then here is third factor, that is taste and preference. So here is, if taste and preference of the consumer will change, then also demand will change. So different individuals have a different taste and preference. Some like red color, some like classical music, some have a taste of particular sweet. Now the person will make demand of goods according to its personal choice. So you have the taste and preference are different from person to person. So each and every person have a different taste and different priorities, different preferences. So person will make demand according to their personal choice. So taste and preference of people can have powerful influence on the level of demand. If particular commodity came into fashions, then it will be demanded in large quantity. For example, some products came into fashions in market, then demand will suddenly increase. So it is your taste and preference, your priority, your personal choice will be affecting demand situation in market. For example, if any latest new product launch in market, then suddenly demand will increase, and if some product become outdated, then demand will decrease. Here is increase means to rise and decrease means to reduce. So here is, it will be demanded large quantity even if price is high. For example, if any new fashions launch in market, new product launch in market, then in market even if high price, then also demand will increase. Why? Because it's trending product. Trending means to latest product. So here is, if inversely, if commodity goes out of fashion, if product become outdated, then demand will decrease in spite of fall in price. So here is, if product new and if newly launched product, then demand will continuously increase, and if product become outdated, then demand will reduce. So it is your taste, your preference of the consumers, your personal choice different from person to person. So according to your taste and preference, demand situation will change. Then fourth factor, that is price of related commodity. So here is price of related commodity. There are mainly substitute goods and complementary goods. So give one example. Generally, substitute goods like, for example, tea or coffee, Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Then here is petrol and diesels are considered as a substitute products. Then what do you mean by complementary goods? There are two products: substitute goods and complementary goods. So we give generally in substitute products, like you can consider tea and coffee, petrol and diesel, Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Then in complementary goods, generally, for example, pen and ink, then car and diesels are considered as a complementary goods. So if price of related commodity will change, then also demand will change. So here is demand for the commodity X is influenced by the level of price of some other related commodity Y. For example, tea and coffee are substitute goods. You have to just keep in mind that tea and coffee are substitute goods. So both are considered as a related product. So whenever price of tea is increase, then consumer will prefer to purchase less tea and focus more on coffee. So demand of coffee will increase. So if price of tea falls, some people will substitute tea for the coffee. So demand for coffee decline through its price is constant. Now take example of complementary. You have to just keep in mind. For example, petrol and diesel. They are both considered as a substitute product. Whenever price of petrol is increased, you have to consume less petrol and more focus on diesel. So generally, the demand for diesel will be increased. Second example, that is Pepsi and Coca-Cola. Whenever price of Pepsi is increased, you have to purchase less Pepsi and more Coca-Cola. So demand for Coca-Cola will be increased. Then let's take example of the complementary goods. For example, fountain pen and ink, then car and diesel, mobile and SIM card. These are the examples of the complementary goods. So fountain pen and ink are considered as a complementary goods. Complementary means without ink pen is useless, and without pen ink is useless. Then same car and diesel. So without diesel car is useless, and without car diesel is useless. Then same mobile and the mobile and battery. So without battery mobile is useless, and without mobile battery is useless. So it is known as complementary goods. If price of fountain pen falls means to reduce, more fountain pen will be bought means purchase. So whenever price of fountain pen reduce, you have to purchase more fountain pen. Simultaneously, the demand for ink will also increase. At the same time, demand for ink will also increase, because without ink, fountain pen is useless. That's why it is known as complementary goods. So price of related goods also affecting demand situation. You have to write two types of goods, that is substitute goods and complementary goods, which affect the demand situation. Then here is there are Pepsi and Coca-Cola, tea and coffee test, and here is there are various factors. First one, price of the product, then income of the consumer, taste and preference, then price of related commodity affecting the demand situation. Then fifth one, size of population. What do you mean by population? Population means number of consumers in market. Generally, in India, there will be a population. Nowadays, there is a population explosion due to high birth rate and low death rate. So size of population means number of consumers. Whenever number of consumers are increase in market, then demand situation, demand level will also increase. In India, India got the second rank after China in size of populations. Day by day, the size of population increase in India. So it is number of consumers are increased in India. So there will be a more and more demand continuously for each and every product. Demand will continuously increase. So it is, if size of population change, then also demand will change. Total demand for commodity depends upon the number of its consumers. So size of population means numbers of consumers. If number of consumers are more, then demand will more. Then the larger the number of consumer, the larger will be the demand for that commodity. Commodity means product. The number of consumer for commodity depends upon the size of population, that is demographic factor. For example, India and China is having the highest number of population in the world. Hence the demand for the different products, different commodity are always higher, larger as compared to other countries in the world. So here is size of population. Population, why there is a population explosion in India, why there is India got the second rank after China, due to high birth rate and low death rate. So here is population means number of consumers are in India. So in India and China, there will be always more and more demand as compared to other countries due to large size of population. So if size of population, you have to just keep in mind, if size of population will change, then also demand will change. Then sixth one, expectation about future price. Expectation about the future price. So here is, for example, if you have expectation that price of petrol will increase in future, then you have to purchase more petrol in present time. For example, if you have expectation that price of edible oil increase in near future, then you have to purchase more edible oil in present time. And for example, if you have expectation that price of edible oil reduce in future, then you have to wait for the future. You have not purchased edible oil in present time, you have to wait for the future till price of the product will reduce. So expectation about future price also affect the demand situation in present time. If you have expectation that price increase in future, then you have to purchase more item in present time. So demand is increase in present time. So demand for commodity will depend on the people's expectation about future price. For example, demand for wheat will increase in spite of high price at present if people expect further increase in price. For example, wheat, rice considered as a basic necessities of the people. For example, if you have expectation price of wheat increase in near future, then you have to purchase more wheat in present time. So demand will increase in present time if you have expectation that price will increase in near future. Then people in India generally invest their money in specially gold with expectation of future rise in price. So nowadays, if you have a surplus extra income, then you have to, in India, people always more give importance to purchase gold. Why? Because people have expectation that price of gold is increase in near future, so people have to purchase more and more gold in present time. So demand for the gold will increase in present, demand for the gold is increase in present time. Why? Because people have expectation that price of gold is increase in near future. So hence expectation about future price plays very significant, means important role in increasing and decreasing demand in the present time. So you have to just keep in mind, for example, if you as a consumer, if you have a expectation that price will increase in future, then you have to purchase more quantity in present time. And if you have a expectation that price of the product reduce, then you have to purchase less quantity in present time and you have to wait for the future. So here is expectation of the future price will also affect the present demand situation. If there will be a expectation that price increase in future, then there will be a less demand in the present, then there will be a more demand in the present time. And if there will be expectation price reduce in future, then there will be a less demand in the present time and consumer have to wait for the future. Why? Because they have expectation that price of the product will be reduced in future, so they have to wait. So expectation of future price. Then income distribution. So here is income distribution. There are, in India there is an income inequality. Some people are rich, some are poor. Rich become richer and poor become poorer. So it is, if there is increased income inequality. Income inequality means there is a gap between rich class and poor class. Inequality means each and every person in India having a different income. Some person have more income, some person have a less income. So if there is any increase in income inequality due to transfer of income from the poor to rich, so it is the pattern of demand will change in favor of the luxurious. For example, if here is income will transfer from poor class to rich class people, it means rich class always have a willingness to always prefer to purchase more luxurious goods as compared to primary goods, normal goods. So here is, if transfer of income from poor to rich, then here is demand situation like it is in favor of luxurious product. Then if income inequality is reduced and purchasing power shift means transfer from rich to poor. Here is, you just have to keep in mind, that is income distribution generally are unequal, inequalities of income in India. So if here is income distribution is from poor to rich class people, it means rich class always prefer to having purchase more luxurious good. And if income distribution, if income transfer from rich class to poor class, it means poor class people always demand, that is primary goods, necessities of life. So here is, if purchasing power means purchasing capacity shift from rich to poor, overall demand will rise. For example, if family monthly income increase, then demand for qualitative and expensive good may also increase. So according to your income, your demand situation will be there. For example, if your income will increase, then you can demand more and more qualitative branded luxurious product. if your demand will decrease, then you just only purchase the necessities of life, or you can say primary goods. So here is, we have completed first question, that is factor affecting demand. Then I just give brief view about the law of demand. What is law of demand? So here is law of demand, that is whenever price of the product increase, it means demand will decrease, and whenever price of product decrease, it means demand will increase. So this law of demand we discuss in next lecture. So today we complete the factor affecting demand, that is there are various factors affecting demand situation. So I repeat, first one, in semester 1 you have to prepare 4 unit. So we have to start from unit 2, that is demand and supply. So today we discuss, that is I repeat, meaning of demand. So generally in normal language, demand means desiredness or willingness, but in economics demand include three things, that is desiredness for the commodity, willingness to pay its price, and ability to pay. Ability means capacity in terms of money. You have a purchasing power capacity to pay its monetary value, to pay its price of the product. Then there are various factor affecting demand. Factor means there are determinants. If there will be some factor will change, then demand will also change. First one, price. So whenever price of the product increase or decrease, whenever price of the product change, demand will also change. Second factor, income. So income of the consumer. So whenever income of the consumer will change, there are mainly three class in our society: rich class, middle class, and poor class. So whenever income of the consumer will change, then also demand will change. Rich class always prefer to purchase expensive branded qualitative goods, and poor class and middle class only purchase the primary goods at affordable price. There are basic two needs: primary needs and secondary needs. Primary needs means basic necessities, that is food, shelter, and cloth. So first you have to satisfy your basic needs, then you have to satisfy your secondary needs, that is luxurious needs. Then taste and preference. So if your taste and preference of the consumer will change, then also demand will change. For example, if any product newly launched in market, if any product came into fashion, then demand suddenly increase, and if product become outdated, then demand will decrease. So each and every person have a different taste, different priorities, different personal choice. So demand will change according to personal choice. Then price of the related commodity. So here is related commodity. There are two mainly. You have to remember two concepts, that is substitute goods and complementary goods. For example, tea and coffee, Pepsi and Coca-Cola, petrol and diesels are considered as a substitute goods. Then complementary goods means like pen and ink, then car and diesel, then mobile and battery. These considered as a complementary goods. For example, without battery mobile is useless, and without mobile battery is useless. Without ink pen is useless, and without pen ink is useless. That's why it is complementary goods. So whenever price of related commodity will change, then also demand will change. Whenever price of tea is increase, then you have to purchase less tea and more you have to purchase, focus on coffee. Then complementary goods, whenever price, for example, whenever price of fountain pen reduce, at the time you have to purchase more fountain pen, and simultaneously you have to purchase more ink. So whenever price of fountain pen reduce, demand for the ink and fountain pen both will increase. Then here is, like there are various factors like dislike of the consumer, taste and preference of the consumer are also affecting demand situation. Then size of the population. Population means number of consumers are in market. In India got the second rank after China in population explosion due to high birth rate and low death rate. So if size, number of consumer will change, then also demand situation will change. In India, there will be always demand more and more product. Why? As compared to other country, because in India there will be a large size of population. So if size of population, number of consumer will change, then demand will change. Then expectation about future price. So if consumer have a expectation in about the future price, then it will affect the present demand. If you have expectation price of wheat and rice increase in future, then you have to purchase more wheat and rice in present time. So demand is increase in present time. And if you have expectation price of wheat and rice reduce in future, then you have to purchase less wheat and rice in present time, and you have to wait for the future. Then last one, income distribution. So income, there are each and every person have a different income. If your income will change, then also demand will change. Generally, rich class people always demand more luxurious and branded goods as compared to poor and middle class people. So it is when income power transfer of income for poor class to rich class, then rich class always demand branded and luxurious goods. When income transfer from rich to poor class, then poor class always demand that basic necessity primary goods, so affordable price. So it is, there are various factor. First question, that is what do you mean by demand, and you have to write various factors affecting demand. If this factor will change, then also demand will change. So next topic, that is law of demand, we discuss in next lecture. Thank you all.